and mostly combined with veneers or lacquer. And here is all in glass. Now glass, you can Windex it all day long, number one. Yes, it breaks. But when it breaks, if it breaks, I don't break it, you have to hit a part or you get out of, whatever. It doesn't come off. It shatters, but it stays. Oops. What happened? I'm not going to do it. But anyway, that's the feature of the glass. It's very, very cheap and so forth. And something else that's very new is probably anybody knows different. Correct me if I'm wrong. We brought in a one-of-a-kind. It's probably the first time ever in America, a special countertop. Now this countertop is this piece here, and this piece here, believe it or not, weighs 1 ton. It is 5/16 or 8 millimeters thick, stainless steel material. In a warm, they call it, or hot way, it's rolled to create the texture on it, and then it is chrome-plated surface for unbelievable structural. It's forever, okay? And this is something very, very special. It doesn't compete with our regular countertops. It costs money, but it is so unique and unbelievably practical as well, and looks good. And that is something very new in the American kitchen industry. So that is one other feature in this display. You will notice there are no hardware. Everything is hardware-less. To open the pull-out in the drawers, you push them, and they're open, and something has light inside. All of the pull-outs are servo-driven in an electrical way, and then there's, of course, another layer in here, and you just push it close, and they're closed. So that is something not new, but conveniently interesting. As well as we have some elements in here, and especially 3 elements: an eating area, a cooking area, and the cleaning area. And for whatever reason, they move. They move up and down. You can lower them, you can hide them, you can probably see them right now. I mean, it is your call to say if it's practical or not, but it has some ADA things which, in wheelchair situations, or sorry, he left you guys, but Brian, there's a basketball player, things like that, whatsoever. So it's a matter of you like it, or you feel that's a good idea, but they do that, and I will explain to you a little later, or we designed this with a good company, Cafeterias. We created the backsplash, and they also created to have this all movable on an iPod. And we'll demonstrate that to you. And I think the other highlight, I forgot to introduce you to the latest Miele appliances, which are this. They're about now 2 weeks on the market, all black glass. There are all kind of features in there. This is a coffee maker.
Steam oven.
Steam oven. What do I know? And there's some new features in there, warming drawer, and so forth and so forth. And we have our Miele representatives here. If you have a question, they're mostly over there. They can explain it to you. And it blends within our kitchen design. And the kitchen, of course, as you see, it's live. These all work. And then we thought maybe give that whole kitchen design something more special, or something hopefully you will like, or maybe use, or maybe think about. We created this backsplash. Instead of tiling it, instead of going up with the granite or this and that, now this backsplash has a lot of features. Don't underestimate what you see there. But I feel like that build, everything moves. You open, you push it, and it comes to you. There's light and so forth. So when you later on have heard about it a little more, check it out. And that works by hand as well. Or it's going to be on the iPod. We run out of time, and you can do it from here, from there. So So these are conveniences. These are gadgets we think they're very, very popular. Now, talking about what you see here, it's, I think I'm better off if Bill is going to explain it a little and shows you what it is. It's phenomenal. I think it has a future. It will be an item probably to consider. Okay? And it can be custom made to any size, your kitchen and so forth. And here's Bill. Thank you very much.
Thank Lothar for giving us this opportunity to work together on this project. Lothar a couple of months ago came to me and he said, we work on several projects, and he said, I want to do a kitchen that nobody has ever seen before. I want something that nobody's ever seen, but the reason I want it is because we truly believe here at Alno that we truly believe that this is where the life of the kitchen, of the family, the interaction, this is where it all takes place. You wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is you leave your bedroom, you come into the kitchen, you want to watch the news, you want to interact with your home, you want to do all of it. So Lothar, didn't put too much pressure on us. He just said, I want the backsplash to take up the entire back and be able to make it be one picture. He said, but I don't want just one picture. I want to be able to make sure that the picture can go all the way across. So you can watch cable, television, you can watch your news across the entire backsplash. I also want to be able to change the channels from my iPad and iPhone. Thank you. But it should do more than that, because what do I do when I'm in the morning or I'm in my kitchen? I go to my computer. So the other thing I wanted to be able to do is go to my computer. And now the other thing, I'm in the kitchen, I don't always want to use a keyboard and mouse. Maybe I want to use the keyboard and mouse. Maybe I want to make a Skype call. So we also built in a video camera, so that if you're here in the kitchen and you're cooking and your children or somebody call you from another part of the world, you can answer the call right on the backsplash. We have features built into the backsplash like total touch. You can browse recipes. What a perfect way to look through your recipe book. So maybe you want to cook something, and here's a perfect way to browse through your recipe. So I want it touch interactive, because maybe I'm in the kitchen and I don't necessarily want to use my keyboard and mouse. I want to be able to go to my desktop, get my mail. I want to be able to watch TV. And they said, oh, by the way, there's going to be a sink right in front of it, so it's got to be completely waterproof. Okay, so we made it completely waterproof. The whole backsplash is sealed in glass, so you could wash it. If it gets wet, that's fine. No problems there. Everything in the kitchen is controlled from iPad. This is Wallace, my programmer. I can touch it. Wallace has been living here for the last 2 months, programming it and making it work. The cabinets, as you see, everything will go up and down on its own from the iPad control. So and then the last challenge he had for me was the best one of all. He said, it's got to be affordable. And I said, that's a lot of stuff to make it affordable. But we did it. We packaged everything in a way that you can interact with your kitchen. You can interact, you can watch television, you can answer Skype calls, you can check your mail. It's touch interactive, it controls the kitchen. This has really become the home, the smart home, but this is now the hub of your smart home. This is where the people spend your time, this is where your family interacts, this is where you cook. So we feel, and with this partnership, we feel that smart home is becoming popular, but we really took it to a new level and made it right here in the kitchen and made this the hub of the whole house. Completely interactive with your whole house. Skype surveillance, you'll notice. This is a feature we do a lot of times in our homes. People love to be able to call up the cameras. We do this a lot if you're in your house and you have a backyard and you have a pool area and you're in the kitchen and you're cooking, but your kids and everybody are out by the pool. People love the idea of just being able to pull up the camera that's in the backyard and see what's going on. Skype calls, you can answer, make a Skype call.
Yeah, call Junior.
Call who? He's offline.
Calling New York.
So you can make Skype calls, you can control it. Wallace, can you run the demo? So Wallace, our programmer, is actually, if you can just kind of step away from it for a second. We kind of ran a neat little demo that it's going to actually just run for a minute and kind of show you some of the things it can do. The screens can combine, they can separate the motion of the pieces. The only thing we're not going to do is spray the back with water, but this is really something that, again, we've taken this to the point where this is now the hub of your house, and it's here. Star Trek today. And we've had something, yeah, we'll The other thing that we have in here is an Apple TV. I'm sorry, Lothar. One of the great things about the Apple TV is it lets you do screensavers and it lets you mirror from your phone. So everybody likes showing pictures. You know, they have pictures on the phone they want to show them. You can take your phone and actually just mirror them and show the photos and let them run right in the backlight. And we're going to try to call New York.
Anyway, you have an opportunity to talk to them individually and see what you have done there. You have an opportunity to talk about your appliances, and if you have any other questions, I'd be around. Thank you so much.